Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Brothers and sisters in Islam, listen to this reminder very carefully, because if you listen to it very carefully, inshallah, and you implement it into your life, it's not going to do you nothing but goodness, inshallah. I had a conversation with someone about the idea that sometimes when we're too religious or when we are attached to Islam, we quote unquote miss out on the world, or we're missing out on ourselves, or we're missing out on the people around us, or we're missing out on everything that's occurring before our eyes. And somehow we become this very backward individual where just because we associate ourselves with religion, somehow we're missing out on the world. Brothers and sisters in Islam, let me tell you this. Wallahi thumma wallahi thumma wallahi. And you're all probably very used to me saying wallahi 3 times, because I'm very passionate and sincere about everything I say on social media. The moment you leave Allah, the moment you leave Islam, the moment you take off the beard, the moment you take off your hijab, the moment you take off your abaya, the moment you take off your akhlaq and your modesty as a man, so that you could make a relationship work, or so that you could have a pool of more women that could be more attracted to you or attracted to him. The more you strip yourself away from religion for this idea of social integration into being this progressive citizen with limitless options, wallahi, you will not get nothing but a devastating end of humiliation and defeat upon yourself. And why do I say that? It's because Islam is a religion of honor. Islam is a religion of dignity. Islam is a religion of respect. Islam is a religion of strength. And once you leave Islam thinking that there's something else out there aside from Islam that could help me get more opportunities, whether it's marriage, whether it's women, whether it's men, whether it's a job, whether it's a career, Allah's going to punish you. And He's going to punish you in a way where you will hate the day that you thought of leaving your dignity of Islam for something that is man-made. Like, leave Islam and you'll have better options. Because some of us, we do that. We leave Islam because we live with this idea that, leave Islam and you'll have more options available for you, or you'll do better. And you know what Islam says about that? I want you to listen very carefully to what Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu ta'ala an says. And this hadith by Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu ta'ala an is narrated in Hilyat al-Awliya by Imam Abu Nu'aym rahmatullahi ta'ala. Imam Umar radiyallahu ta'ala an, Umar ibn al-Khattab says, لقد كنا أذل قوم فأعزنا الله بالإسلام فمهما ابتغينا العزة بغيره أذلنا الله. Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu says, I was indeed, and we were all indeed, a very depraved and disgraced people before Allah Azza wa Jal, as human beings, because we had no morals, no ethics, we had no grounds, we had no boundaries. We just lived life according to how we wanted to live life, based off of our desires and based off of what the next man or woman wanted to see in me that they thought was appropriate. And of course, that's all whimsical lunatic. That's all whimsical lunatism, when you begin to leave the foundations of Islam for what the other person needs to tell you. Umar says we were people of that sort. We were lunatics, we were freaks, we were depraved, we were disgraced, we were disgusting in terms of our ethics and morals. فَأَعَزَّنَا اللَّهُ بِالْإِسْلَامِ. And Allah honored me and everyone around me with Islam. And what's the reminder that He gives us? فَمَهْمَا ابْتَغَيْنَا الْعِزَّةَ بِغَيْرِهِ. If you seek the honor of something other than Islam, أَذَلَّنَا اللَّهُ. You will face sheer humiliation into your life. And that's what's happening to so many of us. That's what's happening to so many of us, whether we know it or not. We think that by leaving Islam, we're getting more. But in fact, you're being humiliated. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring you back to square one, will bring you back to the first tile that you were standing on. And that was the tile of Islam. Had you been there, opportunities would have been much better than how you see them now. So my reminder to you is the following. Whatever anyone in this world tells you about leaving Islam, or leaving your identity with Islam, or personifying yourself with something other than Islam for a limitless pool of opportunities to increase to you, whether it's a woman for marriage, whether it's women for marriage, whether it's men for marriage, whether it's a career, whether it's social class, whether it's social acceptance. Understand that there is no complete system that is honorable, time immemorial, perennially, than the religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.